Hello guys, and today we are going to be talking about, well, obviously we're basically going to be basically talking about, we're going to be talking about Journey's Rewrite, Scarlet Violet series, and then subject at the end. And I finally managed to convince her to get on the video. I got like basically like my co-creator, I guess, because one of the series is yours, one of them's mine, and the new one's like both of ours. But yeah, we should. So obviously, let's start with Scarlet and Violet. So tell me, like, how did you come up with the idea of the Scarlet and Violet series? When did you come up with it, and then when did you come and tell me about it?
Well, I have watched an YouTube series of Scarlet and Violet from Pokémon, a YouTuber, so I thought of making something similar to it, but it is different.
Yeah. So obviously, as you can tell what the first few episodes that we've uploaded, we've kept it to the games, but we're going a complete different route as well. Like, for example, obviously, we brought in the DLC characters early, which I know sounds a bit weird, but honestly, with the plan we've got with the series, I think you'll understand why we brought them in so early. Because we've been, like I said, we've got the next pretty much the next few episodes planned, which we'll really talk about this next episode because it's a big episode. So you to tell them what they should expect in the next few episodes.
I kind of forget I can't remember. Something like that.
Yeah, and Then we also have a gala arc, which we haven't really planned yet, but we've gotta talk about it. Obviously, at some point we need to talk about how we're gonna plan it and all that, because obviously that we haven't really discussed all this yet, but obviously we wanna speak about that. And basically the explorers in the SV thing was my idea because I felt like, right, we kind of need like an actual evil team conflict, because Team Star isn't really evil, so I just thought to bring the explorers over and then just change them up a bit. And so instead of them going after Rayquaza and Terravagos, they're going after Miraidon, and Terravagos. I feel like that is a really smart idea.
Yeah, but they are really not the people, say, like, rulers are the evil ones, and they are not evil.
Yeah, exactly. So we kind of needed some type of conflict, and this is the only way I think we can bring it in. But pretty much the next few episodes. The next episode is really big. It's definitely like a big one that needs to be tuned into. And then the next two after, we will probably have 2 development episodes after this next one for Ash and Kieran. And then probably after that, that's when we're going to start the Gala arc.
Yeah, meeting her grandmother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't know how we're going to do that yet. Obviously, we need to speak about that. And also as well, I'll say this: the teams that are planned for each character, they are really freaking awesome. I can't even lie. Like the teams we've got cooking, it's gonna be pretty good. And there is still a character that we haven't even introduced yet, which we should probably do before the Gala arc. I would say we need to introduce this character because we haven't done it yet. So obviously we speak about that at some point. So if we go over the journeys now, we've got quite a lot obviously planned. Obviously, the next episode is a really big one. You've basically got basically the gym challenge for Cam, and the reason I went with the gym challenge is because in Journeys, even though you love the series, you can even admit that a lot of Gala was like underutilized, and that included like the characters of the games. Because because like no one showed up or anything, so I kind of had to right away to get gym leaders in and characters in, and this is the best way. We also have the first PWC fight as well soon. Ash will fight Leon, but that's going to be in a few episodes. We want to get a few other bits done first, and then we'll get to that. Cam will fight. Cam will also have a little battle with Lance, kind of like how he did with Leon, kind of like how Ash did with Leon. And then we have an arc which I'm not gonna spoil because it's a pretty big arc, and I don't want to obviously spoil that. And then obviously after that, honestly, we haven't decided what's happening after that, so we need to talk about that at some point. But I think obviously it's gonna be like more TWC, first gym battle, maybe the first rival battle. But I do want to make stuff clear to everyone. This first arc is Cam focused. The next arc will be on Ash. We agreed to this because obviously, like, even though the other characters are getting focused, Cam's the main focus of this arc, and then Ash will be the main focus of the second arc.
And what about Miles?
I think Miles will share the second arc with Ash. I feel like that would make sense, having those two be the big two of the second act. Because obviously Miles obviously just got his first Pokemon, so it kind of makes sense for him to kind of be in the second arc most with Ash as well. Because I can't put Miles, because I've got to be honest, I can't put Miles in his own solo arc yet, because obviously he needs to be developed more until I can say that for sure.
Yes.
And
I'm kind of not good at sorry.
So yeah, going into the backstory of the journey, I know a lot of you were wondering like why did it drastically change from the original that I was planning for 2 years. Well, the thing was like Sonic came to me and she obviously explained the idea, because obviously I was the one who had written it. And at first we actually tried to do one, but it was so messy that we had to restart from scratch and then make it the YouTube one. And we basically took like a 50% on it so we could be happy with it, because at first she didn't want to redo it again, but after we did the 50-50 split, we made sure that she was happy with it and I was happy with it. And I do need to ask, because I never asked this, how did you come up with Miles? Because I never really asked this, and I'm interested to know, like, how did you come up with him?
All of a sudden, I didn't have any idea. I just thought of it.
Yeah, because I was always wondering that, because obviously you obviously just came out with it out of nowhere, but I really love the idea, because what I'm gonna say is that, like, I like what I'm not obviously not everyone's goals are established, but like when you see what we've done with each character, you understand how unique we've gone, because every single character has a unique goal. Every single one we made sure has a unique goal in the series.
So let me explain then. I finally know what I need to say. So you know alternative as
Yeah.
he really was he stood should have had his own series. So I thought that if I introduce a new type of character as him, as his brother, so I thought that this would be a really good idea.
Yeah. It has been a good idea because I've really, cause I'm not being gonna lie, I've really enjoyed Miles' like character and like personality because when you think about it, right, you have me like if Cam who's like completely just like he's like Ash, but he's just but he's smarter, but he's not like as strong, but he's smaller. And then Miles is like the more like shy and timid one, who's like kind of not like good at Pokemon battles yet because obviously he's only just got his first Pokemon. And then obviously throughout the series, basically, but basically Cam and Ash kind of take on like a mentor role, which will kind of lead into a Paldea series where Cam and Miles are together, and then you have Ash and Liko together.
It would be really interesting in Paldean adventure, and I'm looking forward to it for that.
Yeah. So I think it's time we announce what this new series is, and it comes from a big inspiration from Zach, and we're going to be doing a Sword and Shield series, just like Zach did. Because honestly, after he did Bro, his series was so good, and obviously he's going on to do an SV series, which we'll do right after this. So we should obviously you've been the one that's planning it, so you should explain your plans so far of it.
So let me say from the really starting of it. So one day I thought of I should watch that Scarlet series, and I watched the full series, and I all of a sudden thought of a plan that I should make my own Scarlet series and make things more different, just like how no, I should not say much, but yeah, a different type of Ash who is really like Miles, people say, and Cam, as you mentioned, something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much, pretty much going to put into words myself. Basically, pretty much, it's kind of like the inverse of like what happens with Journeys, like where you have Go is like the new one and Ash is the experienced one. Cam has all the previous adventures, and Ash is the new one, basically.
So Cam is just like Ash from the original one, who has just finished his Alola adventure and became the first ever Alola champion, and he came to Yellow Region to watch Leon's battle,
Yeah.
and then made Ash at the top.
Yeah. So obviously in terms of the main companions, and we're thinking so far, and obviously series is gonna come out. We have said in March, but we don't know when in March. But the main companion ideas I am thinking it's kind of what Zach had with Gloria and Hop, because I felt like that was kind of perfect. And then like Cam is like the fourth person in the group.
So this will be like no, this will be not like a trio. So Cam will be with Ash, and Hawk will be a really different person he will not be in that group, He will be out of this group, and he will sometimes join.
Yeah.
And Miles will be not.
Yeah, and as well, obviously, like it's still pretty early, so we don't really know much at the moment. But the plans he has with Ash, the plan she has with Ash is really interesting. I don't want to spoil them, but there's some of the plans that she's got with Ash in this series that she told me yesterday or a few days ago. I really love the idea, and it's gonna be really interesting. And of it, and yeah, and obviously as well we've got the gyms, which is obviously going to be a big focus for Ash, and also Cam will be doing gyms as well too, so we can fight Leon. And with Ash's, and obviously as well, we got some big stuff with Ash's character already planned out from pretty early on, which is pretty nuts, honestly.
I already have so many chapters planned already written.
Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, it's something you should know about us. We're always planning stuff constantly. Like we're always planning.
Things just came in my mind, and I just tell you that.
Because like I said, because obviously because like we're saying, like journeys, we always plan stuff weeks in advance. SV stuff is planned weeks in advance. Like we're always planning stuff a few weeks early, so then we have them and then we know what we're doing.
Yes.
Basically, pretty much the goal that pretty much what's gonna happen is that we have Sword and Shield, we have SV, and we have Journeys right now. But when those series ends, they'll just continue into another new series. We've got, because for Journeys that'll go into Paldean Adventures. That's the name I'm giving it, and I think it's a good name because it's not really going to be SV, and it's not really going to be Horizon. I'm thinking it should be like a mix somehow. It should be like a mix. And then you have obviously the Sword and Shield series will go straight into an actual SV series, because the SV series is different. The SV series on Sword and Shield will be really similar to the games, but I think we might bring in other characters as well. Kind of like what, Zach's currently doing with his, where he's brought in Horizon's characters. We might do that. Obviously, we haven't really decided yet. Obviously, if Cam is going to come over to the SV series, because obviously that hasn't really been decided by us yet. So obviously we need to talk about that at some point.
So should I spoil something? A little thing. Should I say something?
Yeah.
So the Sword and Shield series, I am thinking of starting with the never ending, as long as Pokemon franchise is alive.
Yeah, exactly. Also, if you guys are wondering, at the moment we're thinking about putting Sword and Shield on her channel. We haven't got it because in my opinion, because we were discussing this, and I feel like it is better to go on her channel, but SV might go on mine, so we don't get confusion on, obviously, like because otherwise she will have like two SV series on her channel.
Yes, only Sword and Shield and that SV.
Yeah, and then obviously there might be a few on mine, and then obviously there's still way more to come out on the other series. But obviously we don't want to leak too much, obviously, because obviously if we leak too much, obviously then that's gonna obviously, because then otherwise that's gonna kind of drain the hype. But I was want to say, can all of you subscribe to her, because she's actually working really hard with me on this stuff, and honestly the Journeys rewrite wouldn't be happening if she wasn't here. Honestly, if she wasn't here, the Journeys rewrite never would have happened, because I've been waiting 2 years to do it, and she's the only reason it's even freaking happening. No, well, I think that's pretty much everything. But yeah, pretty much we just wanted to just mention everything that's going on, because obviously I haven't done one of these in a while, and obviously obviously, well, it took so much convincing to get her to actually get on a call for video. Like, it took a lot of convincing, but she eventually wanted to do it, and then, yeah, that's why we're doing it now. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.